There's only a limited amount of Amrita we can extract from this country, Kelley.
Indeed, the pirates have served their purpose.
The death of the leader of Japan will spark a war, and a wonderful opportunity to acquire more Amrita.
Once tomorrow's execution takes place, we will get our hands on a compass that will lead us to that Amrita.
With enough Amrita, we could subdue Spain, perhaps even the world.
The day when England reigns supreme is near.
But our beloved queen thinks of Amrita as nothing more than gold or gemstones.
We must find them before our nation's rivals do.
Edward Kelley, you will go to Japan. It seems it would be to our advantage to keep the wars alive. We cannot gain Amrita if blood does not flow.
Edward Kelley was an English alchemist. Having mastered the secret of turning lead into gold, he uses Amrita to turn humans into monsters and reanimate corpses. He has a guardian spirit named Ouroboros, and is able to disappear, disguise himself as another, and steal other people's guardian spirits to use for his own purpose. On the orders of John Dee, he stole Saoirse, who is able to detect Amrita, from William, and set out to Japan, a land full of high-quality Amrita lying fallow.
The flames of war will envelop this country once again!
He is cruel, determined, and willing to do anything to achieve his goals. He thrives in the chaos of war, taking sadistic pleasure in human suffering.
Oh, yes! That's it! Kill each other, you samurai fools!
Hoping to plunge Japan back into civil war, Kelley resurrected Oda Nobunaga.
I have resurrected the most feared overlord in all Japan, Nobunaga Oda!
But Nobunaga refused to obey Kelley, and, after enjoying a battle with William, moves on to the next world. His back against the wall, Kelley flies into a rage, using his massive amounts of Amrita to summon the serpent Yamatano Orochi.
I shall fuse my Ouroboros with the Amrita to resurrect this country's most feared yokai, the serpent Yamatano Orochi!
William, however, is able to smash through Kelley's scheming, and the alchemist is finally defeated.
That useless fool went and ruined my plans. No matter. There are many more where he came from.
The real-life Edward Kelley did not go to Japan, nor did he express interest in traveling to the country. He was, in fact, a researcher in occultism in service to the Queen of England as an alchemist. He was a close partner to John Dee and traveled across Europe studying occult magic. However, they were constantly at odds with one another in regards to their goals. Kelley wanted to focus his studies on transmutation, but Dee was more interested in communing with angels to further his own knowledge. After being fooled into sharing wives, Kelley and Dee parted ways, with Dee returning to England and Kelley serving Emperor Rudolph II of the Roman Empire. Kelley's guardian spirit Ouroboros takes the form of a snake swallowing its own tail, and is said to represent cycles like destruction and creation, or death and rebirth. In alchemy, the Ouroboros is the symbol of unity and opposition, and corresponds to similar ideas in Onmyo magic. How fitting is it that this creature is Kelley's guardian spirit? For when the snake sheds its skin, it is born anew.
Many times I died. Many times rose again. I am the Hollow Man. I am the Hollow Man. Many times I died. Many times rose again.
Kelley was a homunculus, born through alchemic techniques. The Kelley that came to Japan was nothing more than a vessel created by John Dee. Back in the Tower of London, countless other Kelleys await their turn to awaken. The Edward Kelley that was being hunted by William was just one of many homunculi that were created by John Dee. It appears that after his good friend died, Sir Dee made replicas of Kelley that were more malleable to his pursuit of knowledge. It is likely that he had been sending these clones out all over the world collecting Amrita for his schemes. However, the longevity of the homunculus is temporary. The clones are confined to a life of solitude without a constant flow of Amrita. Those created through alchemy are blessed with knowledge of all things, but cursed with bodies so frail they are confined to live out their lives in a flask. Unless, perhaps, they had the power of a certain kind of stone to assist them.
So this spirit shall guide me to the kingdom of gold.
Kelley was obsessed with being able to transmute gold, and was the main drive of his study of alchemy. However, John Dee required his assistance in scrying to contact angels. This method required a lot of concentration from Kelley, who was growing more and more frustrated that he was being distracted from his work. After ending his partnership with Dee, Kelley poured himself into his research. He enjoyed living the pampered lifestyle of the royals and made promises to many leaders in Europe to make gold for them. When it finally came time for him to show Emperor Rudolph the fruits of his labor, Kelley failed and was imprisoned for treason. Kelley attempted to escape many times, and eventually dying during one attempt in November 25th, 1597, just a few months before the events of Nioh begin.
Nothing like that foul warlock. Oh, just thinking about him makes me furious.
It seems no matter what form or replication that Kelley takes, he, like his body, is always destined to fail. He failed to produce gold for his lords, he failed to escape jail, he failed to resurrect the most dangerous overlord in all Japan, and he failed to defeat William despite using Japan's most powerful yokai. An interesting take on a historical figure who helped pioneer the concept of alchemy the way we know it today. And a very interesting choice as a primary antagonist for the adventures of a Western samurai. A little over the top with his design, if I do say so myself, but it is something to say that the concept of him wielding the Ouroboros is...
Such noise!